So we'll go for the inspection of the nets. Kennedy Bentil currently inspecting the Hearts of Oak goalpost before commencement. Jason Nuno on the other side as well. Mbulu will wait for the signals of his assistant before we kickstart the second half here. Reginald Asante has gone back to his sunglasses. Remember, he was in the same sunglasses in that game against Dreams, and I made a comment that he had to take it off. He did, but eventually they lost that game in Sogakope to Dreams. Second half underway. Hearts of Oak Liberty in Cape Coast. Kobna, Robert Adusoa, Barampedu tries to tidy up. Throw in for Liberty. The first throw in of the half. Aminu's header back in for Kobna. Here is Razak, Kobna. And Robert Adu decides to switch looking for Fatao. And Amu allows the ball to travel for a throw into Liberty. Denchi to Amu. Stopped by Joseph Esso. Kodia goes back to Joseph Esso. Here is Benjamin Ejare. He has played in every single game for Hearts of Oak this season since joining from Lions, and he's been one of the brightest spots for the Phobians this season. Benjamin Ejare. Foul by Daniel Kodia on Bright Ando. Zibo looks for Ofosue Champon. He gets him. Ofosu wants to get into the box, but Ado did well to track back. He gives the ball away. It's still Ofosue Champon for Liberty. He gets the corner. Michael Ampedu returning from injury to take up his place at right back, and Nasiru Zakaria dropping to the bench. He was ever present in the Liberty onslaught in the first half. He takes this corner kick and Zibo connects, but Ofosu Echampon is offside. Zibo, very strong, but he loses possession. Here is Razak to Kobna. That pass had everything wrong with it from Kobna. Kobna, oh, lovely pass to Robert Ado. He goes back. The 1-2 didn't work. The idea was good, but the execution was very poor. William Denchi, Adusoa. Frederick Ansah. He's won back the ball, but Aminu does well to tidy up. Here is Kobna. He's seen Razak doing the run, but hey. poor vision on the part of Kobna. That's very uncharacteristic of Winfield Kobna, because he's a visionary passer. He just didn't get it right this time. And Razak, the ball had crossed the line. Jason Nunu had the decision right. He went past Akins, but the ball had crossed the line. Ampedu to Akins, Cheba for. Daniel Cordier. Here is Fatal. Kobna, back to Fatal. Throw in for Hearts of Oak. Fatal shows it, he gets a return. Here is Inusa. Inusa gives away possession. Prosper Avo looking for Francis Owusu, but Ejare stops it. He gets kicked by Francis Owusu. And Hearts of Oak have a free kick in the center of the park. So Ejare took possession. Clearly kicked by Owusu. Papaku and Flavio doing the warm-up. Reginald Asante would want to go into his Arsenals. Robert Adu sends one in, headed back by Prosper Avo, and Zibo will clear it wide. Only as far as Inusa Musa. The gangling centre back goes to Ejare. Kobna. Cordier allows the playmaker to take control. Kobna switches to Ejare. Ejare is looking for Fatal to do the run. It's a goal kick. Fatal didn't get to the ball. Kofi Bar's delivery. Inusa is first in the air. Frederick Ansaboche to Emmanuel Amu. And now Denchi comes into the picture. Denchi tries to look for Francis Owusu. There's a push on Inusa by Owusu and a free kick for Hearts of Oak. Substitution for Hearts of Oak. Cosmos Dauda comes in for Kojo Obin Jr., the former Nia Salamena man. The second time he's been substituted since making his debut for the Phobians. 2 games, 2 subs. Let's see what Dauda brings into this game. Scored against Liberty last season in that 3-0 win in Dansoman. Amuatipo, he's got space. Ansa switches looking for Ofosu Champon, and Ofosu gets to the end of it. Sends one to Ampedu, but it's taken care of by Hearts of Oak. Now here is Kobna. Razak puts one through for Joseph Esso. Goalkeeper Kofiba comes out with a clearance, and Joseph Esso had the last touch. Well, decision has gone against Liberty, so he did want to come out of his lines. Goalkeeper Kofiba wouldn't take chances. After Esther was looking dangerous, Daniel Cordier, he's seen Fatal do the run, gets to Fatal. Fatal gets back to Cordier. Back heels it to Fatal again. He goes back to Inusa. Amos header impeded by Cosmos Dauda. Free kick Liberty. Ejare. Francis Owusu with a sliding tackle wins possession and eventually gets the throw in to Liberty's advantage. Ampedu. Another header by Ejare for Hartsabok. Akins heads the ball away from Eso and Amu goes to Denchi. Denchi tries to put 1-2 for Amu, but Inusa does what to shepherd the ball and is a throw-in for Liberty. Looked like Amu had the last touch to the ball. Liberty coming close. There's a goal kick. Brightondo has been quiet this afternoon. He's playing an attack together with Francis Owusu. Liberty's first change, I guess, would be Enes Papako. Hartsabok chasing their 21st win against Liberty. Bright, the 1-2 with Ansar didn't work. Cosmos Dauda. Joseph Esso is offside. There was a foul before the offside, and so the decision of Charles Bulu will reign supreme. It will be a free kick instead of an offside against Hartsabok. So Cosmos Dauda was fouled. Aminu has given away possession. It's a throw into Liberty. Was looking for Fatal to have done the run, but Fatal was caught ball watching. Francis Owusu. Ansar. Bright Ando. Back to Ansar. Ansar switches to Ofosue Champon. He finds Ampedu. Michael Ampedu. Ansar. Alex Ofosu Echampon up against Robert Addo, and he can't go past the half left back. Addo concedes a throw-in. Ampedu to Zibo. Zibo to Echampon. Throw-in for Liberty. Ampedu sends a cross in. Amu. Flag had gone up. Offside against Francis Owusu. So Liberty will entertain a double switch. Flavian Kwasi and Papako likely to come in for Liberty. Ansar. Denchi was looking for Amu, but Inusa will mop up for the Phobians. Fatal does well to keep it in play. and Inusa to Ejari. In the heart of the Hasabok defense, he switches one looking for Cosmos Dauda. Dauda Daswa to hang on. He gives it away. Ansa Aminu Daswa to fight for it. Daniel Kodier. Fatau stopped by Denchi. Emmanuel Amu to Bright Ando. Adu finds Razak. Razak goes past Akins and Dauda. Kobna. Good pass to Joseph Esso. Good defending by Prosper Avo. So there was a foul. There was a push on Avo by Joseph Esso. Free kick for Liberty right inside their box. The pass from Kobna was good, but Esso didn't take his time. He was a bit too physical in that challenge on Prosper Avo. Good decision. So Alex Ofosu Echampon makes way for Flavian Kwasi. Flavian Kwasi. He started that game against Wild All Stars, but dropped to the bench for Echampon. He was the same man that replaced him in that game against All Stars last Saturday. We've done exactly an hour in Cape Coast. It's 0-0 between Hearts and Liberty. Foul for Hearts, and Akins Cheba for is claiming innocence. But Charles Bulu was at the right spot and had the decision spot on. Clear pushing by Zibo. Another pushing by Akins. Ejari wants to go for power from this distance. Let's see how successful he will be. He's tried that a couple of times. He goes for power. It's offside. The flag was up, but Cosmos Dauda, he's back again. He's almost becoming synonymous with these missed opportunities. The flag was up against Dauda, but he even failed to convert. Bright Ando. Cosmos Dauda seems to have been head killed, but Charles Bulu wave play on. That's a bad challenge from Frederick Ansaboche. Ejari sends one in, headed away by Flavio Kwasi. Here is Kobna. He loses out to Zibo, and Zibo goes to Frederick Ansaboche. That cannot go for a decent pass to Francis Owusu. Kobna to Kodier. Back to Kobna. Michael Ampedu to goalkeeper Kofi Ba. So Liberty getting ready to introduce NS Papako. Foul on Inusa by Francis Owusu. And Inusa calls for medical attention. So that challenge from Francis Owusu has left Inusa off worse. Bright Ando makes way for Enes Papako, and he takes the captain's armband from Simon Zibo. He's a substantive captain for Liberty, but have struggled for first team football this season. It doesn't look good for Inusa Musa. His season has been troubled by reoccurring injuries, and he seems to have come off worse from that tackle from Francis Owusu. Papaku's influence will be key for Liberty in the remaining 25 minutes of this game. Cordier to Fatao. And Ejari sends one to Joseph Esso. Good clearance from Akins Chebafo. Cordier to Fatao. Cordier sends across too deep. Fatao Razak was trying to go past Ampedu, but Ansa was there. Ado placed that grounder from Ado would not trouble Liberty. Robert Ado can play as a centre back and as a wing back. He's more productive when he plays as a centre back. Flavion Kwasi gives it away so cheaply. The second half has been uneventful so far. Now let's see what Kobna does. Lovely little chip into the box. Liberty will take care of that one. Papakon. Ampedu gets it away. And Ejari was fouled by Francis Owusu. And Charles Bulu got the decision spot on. Aminu. Inusa looks for Joseph Esso, is stopped by Ansa, and Ampedu does well to get the ball out of the Liberty area. His eventual clearance goes to Inusa, and it's Flavian Kwasi. All four pass. Liberty are struggling to string their passes together in this second half. They look more productive in the second half. In the first half, I should say. Denchi. Amu. Denchi. Back to Amu. Amu goes past Ejari. This could be dangerous. Amu weaving his way into the Hasselhoff box. Good track back from Aminu. Good tackle from the Hasselhoff midfielder. He tracked back so well, and he had his tackle good enough to stop Amu in his tracks. Michael Ampedu. Enes Papaku, he's got space. He puts 1-2 for Ampedu. Ampedu tries to cut one back, and it's a corner for Liberty. Ejari did well to stop that delivery from Michael Ampedu. Corner taken. Ansa to Zibo. Zibo turning, sends one in, no problem for Ben Mensah. Not a bad attempt from Zibo with his left foot. Good turn from Kobna. Lovely pass to Robert Addo. He gets into the box. Addo cuts back. Oh my word. How could he have missed Robert Addo? Now Kobna. He wants to do it himself. He tries the right-footed one. Not far from target. Good play from Kobna. The live wire is back in its elements. And if he decides to play, you can be rest assured the Hearts-of-Oak will look dangerous. Lovely pass to Robert Addo. Addo did well to go past Ansa, but the goalkeeper was the only man for him to beat, and he flapped that opportunity. And Kobna tried this one with his unusual right foot, and it went wide for a Liberty goal kick. We're into the last 20 minutes here in Cape Coast. It's Hearts-of-Oak 0, Liberty 0. The 11th week game of the Ghana Premier League. Hearts-of-Oak aiming for their 5th win of the season. If they draw this game, that will be the 3rd draw for the Phobians in this season's campaign. After drawing against 11 Wonders and Bechem United. Daniel Cordier is out for Benjamin Afutukote, the former Karela midfielder who joined the Phobians before the start of the season's campaign. Yet to break into the Hearts-of-Oak first team. Flavian Kwasi switches to Ampedu, but Razak will take possession for Hearts. Kobna has seen Joseph Esso do the run. Good vision from Kobna. Here is Esso 1v1 against Akins Chebafor. He comes back to Kobna. Afutukote with the first attempt at goal, straight to goalkeeper Kofi Ba, making his presence felt. His first touch of the ball, and he went for goal. Benjamin Kote Afutu. Francis Owusu again impeding Benjamin Ejari the second time. He won't be a third time lucky. Francis Owusu finding Inusa and Ejari difficult to handle. Denchi, Amu, Ansa, and Michael Ampedu is doing the run. Ejari comes in, he clears it away. It's a throw in for Liberty. Now here is Michael Ampedu. He sends in a deep one into the Hearts area. Fatao unable to head well. Now Amu stopped by Fatao. Joseph Esso to Patrick Razak. So the two players colliding, leaving both of them down, and the medical teams of the two teams already up on the field. So that pass from Esso was meant for Razak, but he just bumped into Prosper Abo, who also had his eyes fixed on that ball. So Patrick Razak is up on his feet, and Prosper Abo is also making that attempt to be up. So Edward Odum, he's got some words for Kobna. He knows that if anybody can make the difference, it will surely be one of those Kobna, Razak or Esso. Another header from Ejari to touch for a throw into Liberty. And Pedu to Ansan. Goes back to Ansan. Ansan sends the crossing header by Owusu. Oh, too close. On the roof of the goalpost, that glancing header from this delivery from Ansan by Francis Owusu was very close for Liberty. Ansan did well to get that cross in, and from the near post he had his header going just on top of the goalpost. Francis Owusu. So Nasiru Zakaria has come in for Frederick Ansaboche. What this means is that Michael Ampedu will move into the right hand side of midfield and Nasiru will play from the right hand side of defense. A tactical switch from Reginald Asante. Afutu. Robert Ado pushed down by Ampedu. Free kick for Hearts of Oak. Inusa Musa floats one looking for Esso, traps it down well. Cosmos Dauda, here is Joseph Esso, flag stays down, he gives it away, and Liberty was stopped by Inusa. Benjamin Afutu, here is Inusa Musa, he finds Benjamin Kote Afutu, who gives away possession. Here is Papakon. Denchi for Emmanuel Amuatipo for Liberty. And Hearts of Oak will take possession. Here comes the Phobians. Kobna, he gives it away to Liberty. Akins. Denchi. That's very uncharacteristic of Winfield Kobna, but that has been the story for him this second half. Nasiru can't get to the ball. Now here is Razak. For Cosmos Dauda, Prosper Abo, sliding tackle, corner kick for Hearts of Oak. That looked very threatening for the Phobians. Good pass from Patrick Razak. And Prosper Abo, he read the situation well, did so good to clear the ball, but he's come off worse after that clearance. That looked pretty good for Hearts of Oak until Prosper Abo came in with that tackle. He should be good to play for Liberty because Liberty have exhausted all their substitutions. If he's unable to come back, it means Liberty will play with a numerical disadvantage. And that could be their undoing. Corner for Hearts of Oak. Razak will line up for this corner. Razak kills one in Ejari. Clearance by Nasiru. Razak sends one in again. This time it's headed out by Nasiru. Kobna. Ado, can he get to it? He does well to keep it in play. Kobna to Aminu. Razak unable to keep it in play. Throw-in taken. Michael Ampedu puts one through for Owusu, but Ejare will stop it, concede the throw-in the end. Reginald Asante, he knows the last 11 minutes of this game could prove crucial. He wants his men to keep up their concentration levels high before the Phobians take advantage. Aminu, Cosmos Dauda, Adu wants to search forward. Fatal tries to play the 1-2 with Esso. Can Esso send a decent cross? Not decent enough. And Aminu, he falls in the process, but he finds Razak in the box. Razak, lovely switch. Oh. A little bit of patience and he could have done the trick. But eventual delivery has handed Liberty with a throw-in. Amu, that pass was meant for Papaku. He does well to get it. He stole Papaku. Does well to turn. Amu and then Francis Owusu up for it. Owusu to Amu. Amu to Denchi. Denchi sends the cross in, headed away by Ejari. Flavian Kwasi. Amu goes past his marker. Amu still has possession. Papaku. Here is Papaku. Oh my word. Nasiru Zakaria is a corner kick for Liberty. Papaku was looking for options. He seemed to have lacked the needed communication for him to have done the right thing. He got the ball and he was short of options. Decided to go to Nasiru and his shot deflected of Robert Adusowa for a Liberty corner taken by Nasiru, headed away by Cosmos Dauda. Miscued header by Flavio Kwasi and Joseph Esso up against Akins Cheba for good work by Esso. He gets a free kick. Benjamin Kote Afutu. This should be a yellow card. Francis Owusu will go into the books of Charles Bulu for that tackle on Afutu Kote. It was a tackle from behind and it was a dangerous one. You won't go unpunished with this tackle. Francis Owusu, yellow card. Ejari again would want to go for power from this distance. He's been doing that all season. This time he goes for a curler into the box. And Amu controls beautifully on his chest. He's got Francis Owusu doing the run. He gets one onto the path of Owusu, but Aminu will chase Owusu for this one. Nasiru calls for it. Patrick Razak looking for Cosmos Dauda. Dauda has given away possession. Here is Emmanuel Amu Atipo for Liberty. He's got Denchi moving to his left. Can Denchi send a decent cross? Denchi floats the ball deep into the Hasselberg box and Owusu cannot get his head to that ball. Francis Owusu has gone down after that failed attempt to get the header in. He will need some attention from the Liberty medical team. The cross from Denchi was too deep and Owusu went up in that attempt to get his head to the ball. He did, but it was a miscued header and he's gone down receiving treatment from the Liberty medical team. So Karela tearing Asante Kotoko apart, replicating the same scoreline they gave Hatsabok, 3-1 in Anyinasi. Hatsabok lost by that same margin, and Asante Kotoko are losing by that margin. In other results, Elmina Sharks 3-1 against 3-2 against Brekum Chelsea, against Bechem United, and then it's 1-1 between Wafa and Chelsea. Ashgold lead by 1 goal. Wafa just gone up by 2-1 against Brekum Chelsea, and Ashgold up by 1 goal to 0. But there are no goals here. With 5 minutes to go, it's Hatsabok 0, Liberty 0. Avo, Inuses header. Michael Ampedu to Nasiru Zakaria. Now to Papaku in the box. Nasiru sends a cross in. Oh, Amu was late for that ball. Cosmos Dauda. Bechem United just got the equalizer, and it's 3-3 against 11 Wonders. Ejari tried the power drive, but it's taken care of by Liberty. Here is Papaku. He finds Michael Ampedu. Ampedu is moving menacingly, and Kobna is tracking back. This is not a foul. Referee says it's a legitimate tackle from Kobna. Header by Prosper Avo. And that tackle from Kobna has left Ampedu down. 6 minutes to wrap up. It's 86 minutes, some 4 minutes to go. So Kobna did so well to track back to stop Michael Ampedu. 87 minutes, 3 more minutes to go. Charles Bulu wants the throw-in to be retaken. Throws one down for Joseph Esso. Esso to Robert Addo. He sends one in, headed out by Emmanuel Amu. Fatah was lurking around waiting for that one to elude Amu. Cosmos Dauda wanted to flick it, ended up heading it back to Fatah. Here is Francis Owusu. Aminu nearly gave away possession. Finally, he's giving it away. Here is Amu, brought down by Aminu. This should be a yellow card. Yes, this tackle clearly born out of frustration. Yellow card for Aminu Hassan. And Aminu will miss the next game because he's gone on 3 yellow cards. Aminu was on 2 yellow cards before this game, and this yellow card means he will miss Hasafo's next game. Denchi, header by Afutu. Flavian Kwasi. Amu Atipo sends a left-footed cross away by Inu Samusa. Kobna loses the ball to Zibo. Good shot by Zibo, straight to goalkeeper Ben Mensah. Cosmos Bauder against Prosper Avo. And Avo concedes the corner. Corner quickly taken. Patrick Razak. Kobna with a shot. The flag was up, offside against Joseph Esso. We're into the final 1 minute, waiting for confirmation of how many more minutes we'll do for additional time from the fourth referee Sam Lee. So within 3 minutes of additional time. Ejari has won all the aerial tackles. Robert Ado. And Abo does well to win the goal kick from the boot of Patrick Razak, who had the final touch. Goal kick taken by goalkeeper Kofi Ba. So the Liberty goalkeeper has gone down. Not too sure what the problem is, but it's very obvious Liberty will be happy to run away with a point from this game. Goalkeeper Kofi Ba has gone down. The Liberty medical team are already up on the field to give him some first aid treatment. Isn't it too obvious? It's a time wasting antics he's decided to indulge in. If it ends this way, it will be Liberty's third draw of the season, and it will be House of Oak's third draw as well. Hearts of Oak, they don't look like the same side that beat Asante Kotoko last Sunday in Kumasi. Especially in the second half, they've looked too ordinary. The Liberty bench eagerly waiting for the whistle to go. An away point against Hearts of Oak wouldn't be bad, but I'm not too sure is going to do anything to their position on the league standings. So the Diana players already here in Cape Coast observing proceedings before their game later at 6 p.m. against Wild Stars. That's Caleb Amankwa, Emmanuel Boatin and Derek Sasraku. I'm expecting Charles Bulu to blow his whistle to bring proceedings to an end anytime soon after Kofi Ba is taken care of and Robert Adu gets in the throw-in. We should be wrapping up this game. We've gone 1 minute past the additional minutes of 3. And Bulu takes a look at his watch, whistle to his mouth. And here is Papakun. Tries this one from a distance, and Ben Mensah will not be beaten. Francis Owusu must be careful because he's on a yellow card, a second bookable offense, and he's going off the game. Ejari sends one deep into Liberty territory, flicked on by Esso, cleared away by Avo. Robert Adu to Aminu. He gets a return. Unable to get Kobna. Owusu. Adu does well to find Inusa Musa, and Charles Bulu takes a look at his watch again. Here is Fatal. Brought down by Amu. Free kick for Hatzabok. Controversial call at these dying stages. And that Fabian could afford a smile. Maybe he's smelling a goal. Kobna with a free kick. As many as 7 Hatzabok players in the Liberty box. And 7 Liberty players in the box to defend. 7 against 7. Kobna bends one inside. Kofi Ba grabs it firmly. He got fouled in the process. And he goes down again. So Liberty's goalkeeper Kofi Ba is down. That was an incisive delivery from Kobna. He won't be beaten, Kofi Ba, at this crucial stage in the game. Isaac Mensah, he stayed on the bench for some time now. So the Liberty goalkeeper is down, and that has halted play here. We've gone past the additional time. 4 minutes after the 2 minutes of time added on. And the Liberty goalkeeper is the reason this game has been put on hold. Reginald Asante. He's put on back his sunglasses. At least he's going back to Accra with a point. The next home game for Liberty is against Karela on Sunday. Karela are giant killers, and that game will be crucial. Alex Oposue Champon had a quiet afternoon before he was taken off. This will certainly be the last kick of the afternoon. Yes, Kofi Ba delivers. Header by Nasiru. Robert Ado. Whistle goes. It's over. Charles Bulu has whistled. And for the 3rd time this season, both Hatzabok and Liberty have drawn. And this is the 10th draw in 37 meetings between the two sides. 0-0 it ended. Last season they drew 1-1 at the home grounds of Hatzabok in Accra, and it's 0-0 here in Cape Coast. Reginald Asante obviously pleased with 1 point from a possible 3 here at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. So 2 successive draws after drawing 1-1 against Wa All Stars in Dansuman on Saturday. They've drawn goalless with Hatzabok here in Cape Coast. At the end of this game between Hearts of Oak and Liberty, it's Hearts of Oak 0, Liberty 0. Liberty came back from the second half, still probing for the opener, and Emmanuel Amu. He had been coming in with some decent runs down the left-hand side, where he's been operating all afternoon. But Aminu Al-Hassan, you can always trust him with his tackles. He's won most of the 50-50 balls for the Phobians. And Robert Addo, with his chance to beat Kofi Ba, he was unable to beat him. And Kobna, with his right-footed drive going wide, that was close from Kobna. And Robert Addo, he did well to go past Ansah with that beautiful skill, but the final delivery let him down, and Kobna followed up with that rebound, but it didn't pay off. He put it on the unusual right foot, delivered, and he missed the post by inches. And Afutu, with his first touch, went for goal, but goalkeeper Kofi Ba would respond well for Liberty. He had come off the bench, and that was his first attempt, went straight to the goalkeeper. Ampedu got to answer with his delivery. That glancing header from Owusu just onto the top of the goalpost. So close. Liberty created some decent chances, but Hearts of Oak defended well. They were tight at the back, and in the end, it's Hearts of Oak 0, Liberty 0 in Cape Coast. 48% of ball possession for the Phobians, 52 for Liberty, 2 yellow cards for Liberty, 1 for Hearts of Oak, no red cards, 3 offside for Hearts of Oak, 2 for Liberty, 5 corners for Hearts of Oak, 5 for Liberty, 12 fouls in the second half for Hearts of Oak, 19 for Liberty, 4 shots on target for Liberty, for Hearts of Oak, and 5 on target for Liberty. Full-time scoreline, Hearts of Oak 0, Liberty 0.